Hi, this is John. Several weeks ago, I sent out a message indicating the problem I had when I was starting my online business. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know where to start. I was looking for sort of like a step-by-step process that would take me from point A to point Z and show me in simple terms exactly what I needed to do. I was looking for a system. Well, I ran across a seminar. It was called the System Seminar. And I was a bit leery about it because I just couldn't imagine that they would have a system all prepared for me so that I would know how to start and operate my online business. Well, I went to the seminar and there were hundreds of people there, hundreds. There were many people giving presentations and they were good. They were good, but they each had their own little niche. You know, one person was talking about writing articles, another one about doing videos and so on and so forth. But I really didn't find this step-by-step system that I was looking for. So I was a bit disappointed. But I went back to that seminar numerous times, and each time I picked up these golden nuggets, okay, and I put them into place on my internet business. And eventually, this is why I was able to get over 10,000 people to download my free ebook. You can still see that free ebook on the website, and you're probably listening to this because you have downloaded this free ebook. Now, after I learned some techniques with putting pieces together, I wanted to come forward with a system for my clients and show them step by step on how to become a freight broker, how to start, and then how to operate successfully as a freight broker. So what I did, I came up with 5 different topics starting from 1 through 5. These are pretty much laid out in the way that you will operate as a freight broker. Let me just go over these briefly. The first issue that we deal with in our training is getting organized. You have to get your broker authority. You have to get set up properly. You have to have your office. And it's not all that complicated, but you do have to start there and get organized before anything else. Now, the second topic that we deal with in the training is learning the tools of the trade. Tools of the trade such as how to use the load boards, how to calculate rates, and then in my training, I've got spreadsheets. They're called load manager spreadsheets where you will record every load and analyze how well you're doing, not only with each particular load, but for your overall activity and for each particular shipper. So that was step number 2. Step number 3 was working with shippers. You've got to know how to approach shippers. You've got to know what they will expect from you, what you can expect from them. And this is very important. And we go into different strategies for finding loads. This is what you normally do before you start working with carriers. So this is step number 3. Now step number 4, working with carriers. Again, you need to know what to expect, what they will expect from you. You need to know how to pre-qualify them. There's a lot of confusion going on right now with different pieces of legislation. It started with, I don't know if it started, but CSA 2010 created a lot of confusion, and it's still going on today. And right now the big issue is trying to determine carrier safety fitness. There's just a lot of confusion. We go into detail on this. And then the last topic that we cover in the training deals with some of the business, financial, credit, and legal issues that you need to know about. Like I say, there's legislation right now that you need to keep on top of. If you don't, you're going to come across as being very unprofessional or just plain ignorant, and you don't want to be that way. So we go into these different business, financial, credit, legal issues, and I'm currently wrapping up a good summary of 5 pieces of legislation that will affect freight brokers. So this is my system that I bring to you, and it's step by step. It may appear simple, but in fact, the entire concept of brokering seems to be simple. You know, you find shippers on one hand, and then you find trucks to move the cargo, and you get a commission. That sounds very simple. But in the process, there's a lot of details, a lot of procedures. They have to be done in the right way, in the right sequence. You have to know what to do, when to do it, how to do it, why you're doing it. And we go through all this in detail in the training. Now, you've probably looked at my website, and some of you I know read the entire website practically word for word. They tell me. But if you haven't gone through the website in detail, go to my website, atexfbt.com. That stands for Freight Broker Training, atexfbt.com. There's a tab at the top. It's called Resources. Click on that tab and you'll find some ebooks. You'll also find some videos and some podcasts. Go into the different resources, and if you haven't had a chance to pick up a couple of these items, some of it's free, some of it's low cost, but it goes into more detail because freight brokering can get complicated despite the fact that it appears to be very simple. Then send me an email if you have questions, okay? You can reach me at info@atexfreightbrokertraining.com, info@Atex, A-T-E-X, freightbrokertraining.com. Send me your questions. If you really feel you need to talk to me one-on-one, you can reach me at area code 888-526-2839. And I look forward to being able to work with you. I'm going to present to you a step-by-step process of starting and operating a successful freight broker business. Again, this is John, Atex Freight Broker Training, Inc. I'm in El Paso, Texas. Thank you for watching and have a nice week.